morning, Eagles, and welcome to the Talon Weekly. I'm your host, Riley Robertson.
And I'm your co-host, Tessa Cheshire. Let's take a look at our weather today with Eliana Mullenix.
Eagles, it's Eliana. This past Tuesday, the 22nd, was the first day of fall, but we still have those super sunny temperatures with a high of 88 today. So go outside, enjoy the sun, and have a great weekend.
Thanks, Eliana.
Also in our news today, one of our very own El Dorado teachers was recognized by one of his former students for being a classroom hero on a local radio station.
I didn't even have a clue that this thing was even out there. Initial thought was just how giving and how selfless our students can be. And I was just extremely touched because it's usually from a student that you least expect. I had no idea that I had impacted him or her, and once you get that as a teacher, the money is kind of nice, but it's the fact that you reached one of your students and I wouldn't have had a clue otherwise, because he or she isn't the type to come up and say, thank you for what you've done. And so it just shows us teachers that we reach more kids than we actually think that we do.
Mr. Byler hopes his students know how much their teachers care about them and how proud he is of the EHS community for tackling the new challenges that we face every day.
I just want to rave about the staff and students here at El Dorado, because everyone is, whether we're here in the building or whether we're apart, everyone from student to administrator to teacher to staff member, everyone this year has stepped up, taken on more responsibility. We have many more challenges ahead, we know that, but our staff and our students are amazing.
Next in our news today, we have a word from Miss Meyer about how she's encouraging her students to learn and keeping them motivated.
My husband actually said, it might be cool if you did it from home, because the kids are cooking at home, and it would make it more meaningful, because I'm showing them, hey, look, I can do this in my home kitchen. You can do it in your home. If they can at least see me doing it, is the best way for them to learn versus reading about it or doing a worksheet or, something like that.
Miss Meyer knows we're all adapting, but she hopes we can embrace the change rather than hide from it.
But I don't know that anything will ever go back to the way it was. I think from here on out, COVID's always with us, right? So we're always going to have to practice safety standards and stuff. But what's really cool is in my class, all the safety and sanitation skills and stuff that I teach in my class, that the restaurant industry, it's the standard for the restaurant industry. We've been doing it long before COVID ever hit. For the foreseeable future, I think we're online, then hybrid, and then even eventually when we get back face to face, there's still going to have to be some changes. I don't think we'll ever go back to the way we were.
Here's an uplifting message from Miss McIntyre.
Hey Eagles, it's Miss McIntyre from the counseling department. I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about Wellness Wednesdays. So Wellness Wednesdays were started as a campaign to raise awareness for student well-being and mental health, especially student athletes that might be struggling because you're not able to play sports and have as much activities right at school with each other as you usually would during seasons. COVID-19 and this pandemic has just turned everybody's life upside down, right? And the big thing that's hard for students, I think, is that you love being together, being at school, doing hands-on stuff with teachers and classes. Everyone has their own way of responding to what we're going through. Yet what I've noticed is that there has been an increased feeling of isolation or disconnection. Anxiety for some is increased. So I want to normalize that whole bunch of difficult emotions that we're feeling in response to the pandemic. Those are natural responses, right? And remote school is a big pivot for everybody. So as we go through this, stuff's going to come up. We're going through a lot. Remember, Eagles, we're humans. We're not robots. So having big feelings is natural at any time, but especially during these stressors of the pandemic. And it's so important right now to support your own well-being with self-care, but also support the other people in your life. This pandemic's probably a marathon, not a sprint. So if we're going to go the distance, we have to really take steps to invest in our well-being. solid self-care practices, getting enough good sleep, setting a routine that you stick to, eating well, getting outside and getting some movement in your day, doing a dance break, spending some time off screens, right? We're not meant to sit in a chair all day in the same place. Google Wellness Wednesdays, and you're going to come up with a million tips and ideas for good self-care. And also, I want to let you know, if you're just not feeling great, Wednesdays or any other day, I encourage you to reach out to your counselors, also to the teachers you feel close to, your coach, any trusted adult. Also, reach out to the peer-to-peer group here at El Dorado. They're great. Follow them on Instagram, get connected. And your Aldo counselors can connect you to your own therapist too. Like if you're feeling escalated or anxious a lot of the time, we can connect you to some more concentrated mental health support. And that's totally a natural thing to do. And remember, anytime you need someone safe and confidential to talk to 24/7, hit one of the crisis lines. The New Mexico Crisis Line, the National Suicide Hotline, the Trevor Project are 3 great examples of resources that are there for you. Call, text, get on their website anytime. Remember, Eagles, we're in this together, and it's important that we take care of ourselves and we take care of each other.
Thank you for the message, Ms. McIntyre. Remember, Eagles, even though we may be physically distanced during this time, you are never truly alone.
And finally, here's our fun fact of the day with Amelia Gatterman.
Hi, my name is Amelia Gatterman, and my fun fact is that in ancient Egypt, they would actually cover servants in honey to attract flies away from the pharaohs.
Thanks, Amelia. Remember to contact us with any good stories that you'd like us to share with the community.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at EHS Talon Weekly.
Thanks for tuning in, Eagles, and have a happy Friday.